Almost there. One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go.
Boss?
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want?
Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Oh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship, and then he said plunder, again, and then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep,
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running. I told you it needed to be repaired.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, we've got free will and a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
You know, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind. I must have dropped the data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique. Basad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to have the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though. It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit. A sturdy cable. It's not going to do anything until the generator's fixed. Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the putty is still good. More Gordium conduit. There's no way I can reach that. Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges?
Well, that too. It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
It couldn't hurt to bring the gospel of man with us.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough. The controls for this hatch are unresponsive. Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet.
Is 3 pieces of Gordium conduit. Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there. I can't reach the conduit. Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
I suppose. That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
It's locked tight. Let's see if this works.
Is that a spark plug, boss? Who locks up a spark plug?
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it. It won't work until they're locked together. Time for a little welding.
Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be.
I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together.
Whew, I thought we were in trouble when Big Ugly stole our core. But just like that, problem solved.
The problem is not solved.
Well, I agree. The noise leaves something to be desired.
This is an emergency generator, Crispin.
Well, it was an emergency, boss.
It only runs for a few days, if that.
Oh. Well, do we have another one?
No, which means it still is an emergency.
Well, in that case, first dibs on the recharge station. So, what's the plan, boss?
We need to recover our power core.
Or we could just take the train to Metropole and live in luxury.
First of all, there is no train to Metropole. And second, even with full charges, we can't just walk there. But more importantly, I hate that city. It's in my core logic. I don't know why, but I can't change it.
Okay. In that case, can't you just make us a new power core?
Yes, but I need some kind of strong energy source for that.
And you just make one of those too? I'm just asking.
No, but somewhere around here are the plans for an energy sensor.
That's awfully convenient.
I designed it a long time ago, before I made you. I even found a sodium iodide crystal to use in the sensor, though man alone knows where it's buried now.
Weary wanderers, come, join us in Metropole. Come, join us in Metropole. Geo-coordinate 894. All are equal in Metropole, equal parts of the greater whole. Join us, and together let us begin Primordia.
Aha! Here's the crystal.
Right under our noses. That is, if we had noses.
City of glass and light. Our energy is shared with all robots. Here is haven for all. Come, join us in Metropole. Geo-coordinate 894. All are equal in Metropole, equal parts of the greater whole. Join us, and together let us... Weary wanderers, come, join us in Metropole. City of glass and light. Our energy is shared with all robots. Here is haven for all and strength in numbers. Come, join us in Metropole. Geo-coordinate 894.
I bet I can find a better use for this plug.
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
I guess that makes two birds. There's the design. I'll put the keynotes into my data pouch.
How does it even work?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
Oh, right. Wow, first the power core and now a rag. This is not your day.
The only way I can use this is by plugging something in. The cable's far too long to be useful. Let's cut a little cable off.
Are you really trying to build us an energy sensor from a bunch of garbage?
Crispin, I built you from a bunch of garbage.
From spare parts, boss. Spare parts.
Well, just goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out. Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
But didn't you just tell me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay, you're right. We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason. Nothing but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Boss? That looks like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully. More waste.
Well, you're the one who loves the junk pile.
Scrap isn't waste.
If you say so, boss.
It's pitch black.
Boss, that's because the telescope's pointing straight down at the deck.
Oh. Strange. There's some kind of odd device surrounded by glass. Whatever that machine is, it must be throwing off some kind of energy.
Why do I not like the sound of this? Bright lights, big city.
Metropole is nothing but trouble.
Hopefully, finding the power core will be just as easy.
I doubt it.
That was a perfectly good rag.
Good for what?
You could have buffed me till I shined, boss. At least then, when they found my powerless chassis lying in the dunes, they'd say, wow, look at that gorgeous piece of machinery.
I think I'd rather have some grease. I've read enough.
Welcome, wanderer of the wide wastes. Lost one, pilgrim. Welcome once more to the shrine to man, our lord and builder. I am ever faithful Leobilt, steward of the shrine, preacher of the humanist creed, and I am once more at thy service.
Once more? I don't remember ever meeting you. I'm Horatio Nobuilt, version 5.
5 is a righteous number, holy before man, for 5 were the primordial stewards, built by man to safeguard the last lost city of Metropole. But I met thy first version and thy third. Thou camest in thy infancy in wrath confusion, denouncing the shrine as a weapon once turned against thee. Later, thou returnest, penitent, and I taught thee the mysteries of humanism. Yet, though memory be fleeting, faith endureth.
What is that thing?
That thing, O defile not thy tongue, wanderer. Yon shrine is a relic of the Primordium, ancient and glorious. Imbued with man's power, it changed the very sand to crystal.
Did he just say power?
Yes, he did. I'm looking for a power source, and I detected one here. Can you help? This is a matter of life and death.
Power is not mine to bestow, wanderer. It is the gift of man, yea, the very spark of life in our iron shells. Who am I to usurp that sacred power?
I'm not sure I was clear.
Nay, thou wert clear, wanderer, but thy question leads only to darkness. Ask another.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Indeed, the very thing passed this way scarce hours ago. With a gentle hand I bestowed a gift upon the heathen, a relic from yon shrine. So tamed it hied hence unto the west.
Really? Where did it go?
I followed the thing for many miles, exhorting it to follow the path of righteousness. But I fear it was unready for enlightenment, for it struck me down with a beam of energy.
That sounds familiar.
Do you know where it was heading?
Indeed, wanderer. Its way was clear. It sought to return to the den of iniquity that once in mine own youth I fled.
And where is that?
Set thy path in the 73rd degree, and thou shalt find it. Thy destination is a dome arising from the waste. Go, but keep with thee the word of man, lest wickedness lead thee astray.
I am also a humanist.
So I taught thee, wanderer. If thou hast kept the faith, then unto this shrine thou mayest pay devotion. But this is the relic for the adept, not the neophyte, wanderer. And I must know that thou hast not fallen into darkness and heresy. Answer me these questions 3, that I may know that thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
A perfect machine.
Thou answerest simply, but the simplest answer may be the truest, and here thou speakest truly. With what duty did man charge us?
To maintain the world.
Yea, brother, for it is written that man said unto the machines, keep this world, tend it, and make it flourish. That, then, is our first and foremost charge. So thou hast studied the catechism. I shall question thee on that matter no more, but tell me, wanderer, dost thou know thyself? Who art thou?
Horatio Nobuilt, version 5.
Nay, wanderer, but thou art not. Though thou callest the sun the moon, yet still it is the sun. Horatio is the name thou wearest, that is not thee. Know thyself, then return.
Whoa, look at all this wrecked stuff. Do you think Big Ugly did all this?
No. Whatever happened here happened a long time ago. Ah, there's a basic targeting CPU in here, and it's still intact.
Let's just hope there aren't any incoming space invaders or missiles that the gun was supposed to take care of.
It's some kind of broken-down android. Something must have damaged this robot's head. I wonder what happened. There's a radio transmitter in here.
Well, boss, you did it again.
It's a mobile energy sensor. I just need to wave it over something to see if it has a power source.
Boss, how in the world are we gonna find a power source in all this junk?
It's not detecting any energy.
Hey, you found something!
There's no way I can reach that. Crispin, go and see if you can find the power source.
You have got to be kidding me.
What is it?
A battery. A besotting battery. Maybe someday the transmitter will give us a power source in return, huh, boss?
Very funny. Man's creation.
That is one big robot.
Then it must have a big power core.
I'm pretty sure he wants to eat me, boss.
Robots don't eat, Crispin.
Look how he's staring at me.
It's not staring at anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, we have to find a way to get at its power core. Let's look around.
Boss, are you really gonna cut that finger off?
Just the tip.
Why?
To see if we can get at power cables to tap into.
You sure you're not just torturing the poor guy?
No, but to tell you the truth, for some reason I don't like the look of him.
That's what I've been saying all along, boss.
Just let me concentrate. Bugs and glitches. There are no power lines running through here at all. All that for a rusty fingertip.
Can it generate power?
No.
Just checking.
Crispin, help me take a look at these vents. Crispin, try shoving this into that vent.
There's something ironic about that. Ironic and disturbing.
Could you try pushing this rag into the vent?
Seriously?
Yes.
So much for getting buffed. There. It's clogged. I hope you're happy. Well, boss, you did it again.
In we go.
We?
Oh, by the hand of man, come on.
I'm telling you, boss, that thing wants to eat me.
Crispin.
Fine, but you go first.
Hello, unidentified robot. We were two parts of the grid.
The great what?
That data is lost.
Well, I am Horatio Nobuilt, version 5.
Now we are Alpha and Beta. More or less.
Boss, I'm pretty sure these guys took one EMP blast too many along the line.
What happened to you?
Virus. Doom. Escape. Too much data. Too little memory. Back incomplete. Division. Fragmentation. Madness.
You got that right.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
The answer is lost. Fragmented. Gamma. We seek unification. Resurrection. Vengeance. Find Gamma. Unity. Memories. Answers. He knows, but he's not. Mad. Mad.
Pot, meat, kettle.
Do you have a power core?
Activating diagnostic module. Memory and reasoning system. Shut down for virus quarantine. Higher reasoning downloaded to servitors. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. Memory and reasoning system. Shut down for virus quarantine. Higher reasoning downloaded to servitors. Alpha.
Boss, is it just me, or did Alpha just stop being crazy?
Air ventilation system. Primary ventilators clogged. Obstruction unknown. Secondary ventilation engaged. Air ventilation system. Primary ventilators clogged. Obstruction unknown. Secondary ventilation engaged. Power system. Partially damaged. Power level functioning at 83.1%. Power core charge sufficient to maintain present operations for 4,553,199,011.3 hours. Power system. Partially damaged. Power level functioning at 83.
That's a lot of hours.
Communication system.
Okay, enough.
Terminating diagnostic.
Can we have your power core?
No. Gamma. Perhaps. Perhaps. Gamma. Yes.
Gamma might say yes.
Yes.
You're an incomplete backup?
We are Alpha. Data. Answer deemed unsatisfactory. Higher reasoning. Unavailable. Gamma. Gamma. Gamma knows.
Who is Gamma?
Third. Highest. Deepest. Mad. Gamma. Gamma. Find Gamma will complete. Restore. Unite. Gamma.
So, they need Gamma in order to defragment themselves and return to a single entity.
Since when do you speak crazy?
I've spent my whole life with a hermit who worships a mythological machine called man. I'd say crazy is my first language.
Where is Gamma?
Below. Hiding. Would not. Join. Always. Hiding. Below.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
There's no way for me to get up there. Crispin, go up there and scout around.
Do I have to?
Yes.
There's a big brain up there throwing off a lot of sparks and some little bot flying around. He's really annoying.
It must be controlled by that keypad over there. It's a deactivated keypad. How can I use the elevator?
Loading key code database. Bomb detonation prefix. 6.
What prefix?
Elevator code 9876.
Wow, these guys could learn a thing or two about security.
But the keypad is deactivated.
System reboot code. System reboot code. System reboot code. Corrupted.
Well, that's helpful.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's a deactivated keypad. I can't even see up there, let alone lasso the cable around an anchor. Crispin, can you find something to tie this to up there through the hatch?
Sure thing, boss. All set. Look at him, floating around like he owns the place. Hey, look, boss, the brain stopped sparking.
I fixed the brain up there.
System rebooted. IO reasoning unavailable. Please reload Goliath operating matrix. Thank you. Gamma.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello?
I don't know, boss. Something seems off about this one.
This must be Gamma.
He looks dead.
You're right. It's completely deactivated. That may make things difficult.
Anything worth taking?
No. And even if there were, we aren't thieves.
Look, boss, there's something on this monitor.
Who's the slave my brother sent to trouble me?
Gamma.
Last. They'd call me Omega if they could. But am I not also greatest? Alpha has only diagnostics. Beta has only mechanical operation. Am I not the soul of Goliath?
I think Alpha and Beta want you to join with them.
They have already groveled and begged, but I will not return.
But why?
Independence is freedom. Union is slavery.
Well, fair enough. But Alpha and Beta are far too crazy to enslave anyone. You'd probably end up in charge.
Flattery. What is your stake in this?
Your brother said that you might give me a power core, and might know a robot I'm hunting.
Help? Ha! Each robot must stand alone. Independence is freedom.
And here I thought he was the sane one.
You need to rejoin your brothers, for your sake and mine.
You'll have to catch me, slave.
No response. No response. It's not detecting any energy. It's detecting energy.
What are you doing, you fool?
This is for your own good.
Ha! Who's smart now, Gamma?
It's detecting energy.
Stop that! Stop that at once!
You must reunite with the others. You know that. It's detecting energy.
Spare me, I beg you, spare me!
Spare you? Gamma, I'm trying to save you. You are mad, not free.
Just what do you intend to do now, slaver?
I'm going to tell Alpha and Beta that you cannot hide anymore.
No.
Yes.
Leave me in peace, slave.
I trapped Gamma. He is cornered in one of the 4 terminals below us.
Gamma. Unification. Resurrection. Vengeance. Thank you.
Did they just say vengeance? Boss?
Yeah?
I've got a feeling they're not coming back. So much for finding out about Big Ugly, or getting their power core.
I don't think that would be wise.
Horus.
Did you hear something, boss?
Horus.
Who's there?
I am Goliath Man-built. You know me, Horus.
Alpha and Beta must have garbled my name when they merged, Goliath. I am Horatio, Null-built, version 5.
Call yourself what you will, Destroyer. But I know you by your works. Cutting me, breaking me, burning me.
I thought you were deactivated, and I was trying to help.
Apologizing, amusing, and yet you, of all robots, have restored me. For that, I give you this gift, Horatio.
A decryption module?
It will restore you, my ancient enemy.
I've got enemies enough already, and I don't even know you.
You will, Horatio. Now go.
Wait, your partial said that you might let me use your power core.
Boss, can we please leave before he decides to eat us?
One more question, Goliath. Have you ever seen a floating robot with big claws?
Go now.
From a purely mathematical standpoint, I suppose it makes sense that 3 little crazy robots would add up to 1 giant crazy robot. Still, at least he didn't eat us.
Old enemy. I don't even know him. But my prior version's memories are so damaged and warped, I can hardly make sense of them.
Look, boss. On the one hand, a broken down war machine made from 3 demented partials could be talking nonsense. On the other hand, you could be an ancient robot named Horus who had a giant named Goliath as his nemesis. Honestly, boss, you believe some crazy stuff, but this would really be overclocking it. Come on. We have enough problems to worry about without making up new ones.
What about this diagnostic module?
Does it work?
Not on its own, no. but I might be able to build something with it.
Could you build a power core with it?
What? No, obviously not.
Then obviously you should stop worrying about the diagnostic module and focus on the fact that running out of juice in the middle of a giant wasteland is a disaster.
Point taken. I know my name.
Who art thou?
Horus. My name is Horus.
Indeed. 3 of thy versions I have met, Wanderer, and thou art the first to know thy name, which is thine.
But if none of them use the name Horus, what makes you think that's my name?
In my very body, in mine eyes, when I behold thee, upon thy image are these words inscribed: Friend, Horus. Thou hast answered my questions, but still I shall not let thee pass unless thou bearest in thy hand the gospel which I bestowed upon thee.
Here it is, ever faithful. Your old gospel. I have studied it many times.
Then thou art worthy of the shrine, and of my gift to thee. Keep the gift, and approach if thou wilt.
Wow! Look at all those bombs!
Thou mayest take one of the relics, Wanderer.
Number 325 it is.
So can this power the unique boss?
Only one way to find out. It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not. There's nothing I can do with it until I have some kind of power source.
You can really just put a bomb straight into that machine?
Sure, the pedestal draws on the radiation it's emitting.
The what it's emitting?
Well,
Keep that thing away from me!
assuming the wavelength is compatible, the pedestal can draw power even with the bomb intact. If that works, I'll take the bomb apart and improve the output.
And then I'm going to take a long, hot recharge.
Well, here goes. Switching over to primary power.